if you've got an internet-connected TV, that might be possible. Secret documents show how the CIA have turned TVs into bugging devices.
It's all of their smart televisions. So that means if your TV is connected to the internet, it's doing this. And you might not even know what's happening, and I think that's what's kind of concerning about this.
So one of the things that we were able to do with the Smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Right. WikiLeaks and their latest revelation.
Well, it all has to do with whether or not the government, could people be able to listen to your conversations through your cell phone?
Well, apparently, the government and the CIA can keep track of your ass on this damn TV right here. Samsung.
We've infected it with malware, and now we've got a microphone here that listens to anything you say.
Hello, is anyone listening? The leaked documents show that the CIA worked with Britain's MI5 to develop this capability to target specific individuals.
This has not been verified, obviously, by the CIA. In fact, a CIA spokesman has said today that they don't comment on the authenticity or content of purported intelligence documents.
Well, we start the programme with some breaking news. The CIA has lost control of the majority of its hacking arsenal, which could fall into the wrong hands around the world. That's according to the latest revelation from WikiLeaks.
And so what we can prove here is that with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
Wow.
Even when you're not making a call, the phone's just sitting around. Could people be able to listen to your conversations if they were able to hack into your smart TV or remote control that has any type of voice activation?
There's the camera right up there. There's a microphone on here too somewhere. I'm gonna turn my vaporizer on here. Yeah, they can track your ass up here.
Giving the capability a code name, Weeping Angel, named it seems after characters in the Doctor Who TV series. A team of security researchers showed me how they've replicated the CIA's capability.
WikiLeaks claims to have legitimate documents and has released the first part of a group of 8,000 documents that it plans to release progressively. And these are said to be a massive security breach.
Now, what implications might this report have? Well, they're calling this leak Vault 7, and they're claiming that this is the largest ever leak of secret CIA files.
This is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
I could be sitting here watching TV from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
With the release from WikiLeaks, that's basically what they're claiming.
Right.
And it's kind of sending some shockwaves through most of the country.
According to WikiLeaks, the CIA has lost control of the majority of its cyber weapons, this arsenal of cyber weapons that it has. Things like malware, viruses, Trojans, and various remote control systems.
So how is it possible to turn a TV like this into a bugging device?
Well, modern TVs are basically powerful computers. They've got lots of processors on there, but most importantly, they've got microphones and internet access.
Provided by a former US government contractor or hacker. And they're really to do with the systems that the intelligence community is using in order to get information.
So all the tricks that spies use in order to survey their targets. And what WikiLeaks is saying is that the CIA arsenal of these tricks has already been leaked and circulated among former government hackers.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe in Paris, and as long as I have a network connection, I'd be able to get into your TV and access the camera.
The kind of scary things about it is that it doesn't actually give any indication that the camera's on.
Apparently, according to WikiLeaks, the CIA had this information about vulnerabilities, but didn't alert the tech companies. Truthfully, if it were true, I wouldn't be surprised.
And WikiLeaks knows this because one of those former US government hackers has passed on parts of this dossier onto WikiLeaks. The files contain so-called weaponized exploits.
We've written a little application here. The screen's almost blank. It listens to everything we're saying and sends it off to a third party. Hopefully not the CIA.
once the app's installed, it makes it look like your TV is off when it's actually on.
And there is no little LED that shows up when the camera's on. So it could actually be watching you and you'd never even know.
What is a smart TV, and why is it a playground essentially for hackers?
Right, it's a computer.
The CIA can now read encrypted apps, for example. So if you're using an app like WhatsApp, Signal or Telegram, for example, on your phone, which is said to be encrypted, intelligence agencies, according to these documents, can retrieve the messages.
Methods for spying on anyone, anywhere, through familiar devices, ones like Apple, Google and Microsoft phones. Even the iPhone that runs the presidential Twitter account could be subject to these vulnerabilities.
MI5 won't comment, but surveillance is a key tool in its work to catch terrorists. Bugging buildings and cars is something it's been doing for decades. The latest digital technology simply offers new ways to do that.
There are hidden cameras everywhere, security cameras everywhere.
Yes.
You have your cell phone there. Everything is digital these days. People have access to you. I guess I'm just not surprised. I'm not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist.
And also, in conjunction with MI5, it appears in these files that the CIA has created a special type of malware that can infest Samsung smart TVs, which all have covert microphones.
We can take a popular bank address and translate that into a different IP address to a site that directs to a site that we control. So it may look like your bank's login, but you're actually entering a username and password that goes to us instead of your bank.
Before the encryption takes place, so those apps, for example, are no longer secure. The other thing that it talks about is compromising internet-connected televisions, for example, particularly Samsung smart TVs.
They've hoarded all of these vulnerabilities in order to be able to use them themselves. But because their cyber arsenal, it seems now, isn't secure, and it has turned out to not be secure.
For the CIA, the leak of hundreds of pages of documents is certainly embarrassing, highlighting its failure to keep its own secrets. And a former head of the agency told the BBC the leak would have consequences.
Hook, if you like, previous key presses on a television remote to turn on an internal microphone that can then record conversations in a room if the TV appears to be off.
See, even when the TV's off, you see that little red light right there? They can turn that camera on up there and spy on your ass while you sit here in your living room